Guys and girls, tourists coming to our wonderful country and our wonderful city. We've got Chrissy and Karen, the jumbo jets from the UK that have flown in, and we're going to talk about their perception of Sydney Northern Beaches when they landed, their experience. Stay tuned. What happened there?
Hit the pre-roll.
Aha.
How are we?
Good, Billy. You got some technical issues with your camera holder.
Yeah, do you want to see the setup? This is why. If we drop off mid-interview, this is why. You balance... I forgot to take the tripod home, guys, and you're balanced on 2 books and a gong. A mini gong.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
It did work really well until we got on air, but it's level, so... We've got some UK guests.
Over to you, Billy.
Introducing my auntie, Karen, in the middle, and
Morning.
my second auntie, Chrissy.
Morning.
Live from the UK, they've just flown in, and we wanted to get their first impressions on DY, Sydney, Northern Beaches, first time, real estate in Australia. Everything.
Sorry, I got a bit of a bad line. I'll leave it to you, Billy, to have a bit of a chat.
So we wanted to interview you. This is not a formal interview. We've got our cups of tea behind here. But coming into when you landed on Sunday.
Landed on Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Yes.
What was the airport experience like?
The airport experience was absolutely fine once we found the e-passports. Queues, it seamless going through. Then walked through, and my sister and her husband were there waiting for us, which was fantastic.
Yep.
Recognised her first.
And then off we went. Came round to the house and catch up.
Popped over, had a cup of tea,
Yeah, popped a Billy away. Lots had a cup of tea.
through to Mossman, and
Which was
then
fabulous.
now in Freshwater. So you had a bit of a walk around yesterday.
We had a walk round yesterday.
Fantastic breakfast.
Breakfast,
Yeah.
breakfast down.
Breakfast, yeah.
Oh, it was a fantastic, lovely walk. Oh, the beach. Oh, first impressions. God.
Walked the dog, walked down to the alongside the estuary, was amazing. And
Yeah.
then we got to go to where Billy works.
Wow.
No, Novak got a feature. It was a stop on the list.
Absolutely, it was first on the list.
So you've bailed into the Northern Beaches, you've bailed into Freshwater, which is probably one of the best suburbs there with your sister. You're living and you're staying with Sis,
Same with Sis, indeed.
and is she cooking for you, or is she taking you to restaurants?
It can be a bit of both. Her husband will cook for us,
Oh, that was fantastic. Yes.
which is fantastic. Yes, Rob will be home to cook. And we'll be going out quite a lot, I think, in the evening.
There's a few special.
And how long are you here for?
We leave here on the 23rd to go to Auckland for 3 weeks. To go to New Zealand for 3 weeks via Auckland.
All being well.
Depending on the weather, of course, in Auckland.
And how's the weather compared to where's at home? What's the weather like compared to here?
Oh,
Cold.
cold.
Miserable.
Cold, miserable,
Frosty.
unwelcoming.
Frosty. Here's just beautiful.
Oh.
Such a change.
Yes.
A welcome change.
Wonderful.
They're nice. And can I talk politics?
You may.
How's the king going?
I saw him yesterday with Camilla, and they're actually they're okay with it.
Yes, it seems to be on track.
Yeah, they're getting there slowly. Yes.
We hear more about his son
Yes. Yes.
than the king.
Yeah, we do.
His younger son.
It seems to have quietened down a little bit though from since he seems to have settled in. It all seems to have quieted down the media now.
It has indeed,
Being
yeah.
the king and everything.
Yeah, until the build up to the coronation,
Oh.
and then it'll all kick off again.
Yeah, it's true.
It is. Now, Karen or Chrissy, what do the Poms think of the Aussies? Is this the land where they go, great place, or do they come back and saying, thank God we're home? Or what's the perception at home? When you guys think of Sydney?
I think most of the people who visit tend to stay in Australia. So the UK the population is diminishing quite a lot.
Which is quite handy.
They come and visit and stay here.
Oh, if I was 50 years
It's
younger.
true. And that's what happened to Sis?
That's happened.
Yes, that's what happened to Sis, younger Sis. Yep. Came over.
Wow. And what's the attraction to Sydney?
Oh, the whole lifestyle.
Maybe the lifestyle and the opportunities, especially opportunities
younger
for
generation.
young nephews like Billy, just to have the different outlook and get out there and on the beaches and opportunities to find very good jobs, which he has done.
Yeah.
And it's just so I wouldn't say casual, it's just sort of casual, laid back, but it's just inspiring really, because wherever you go everybody's so friendly and you just think, wow, without disrespect to our English people, we can be a little bit stuffy, but we'd like to prove to you guys that we're not, but you're a proof.
It might take a couple of shots.
Yeah. Don't talk about the shots.
But we do chill out eventually.
That's good. So, Billy, you got some questions. You had Tom. You had some good loaded ones.
Yeah. So I thought it was funny yesterday. Your first impressions of the office.
Oh yeah. Oh.
You came in and you thought it was a sex shop.
I did, because it was just so cool. I mean, all funky and all the deck. I thought, oh crikey, which rack do I go to? Oh, that's nice property.
Not that we frequent sex shops.
No.
Only
Not
occasionally on
not
trips.
at our age. It's all in the past. But
It was just as Chrissy said before we went live, and your
yeah,
comment
my great thing is when we were training and everything is you don't ever get a second chance to make a first impression, and when you walk in there, that is really, it sticks with you. You guys are smart, ties, clean shirts, everybody friendly, everything there. Didn't have to ask for anything; it was offered. It was just amazing, absolutely amazing.
And between us, with 80 years of customer service, in charge customer service, you do tend to notice these things.
So you came in to visit Billy at his young Billy at his work. You walked in and there's a real estate office in. You don't have anything like that in the UK?
I don't think so. No, they could learn a thing or two. Really.
I was going to say, tell us what the normal office looks like in the UK.
Boring.
Okay, this is it.
Boring.
Oh, hello. Right, morning. Can I help you?
All the windows full of pictures. And nobody interacts.
No.
There's no customer service. Nobody gets back to you on the phone. If you're interested in a property, you've got to pretty much do all the legwork yourself. And then we went into your office, into Novak. Well, unbelievable. Switched on, fantastic customer service, an amazing property, which is just blows you away.
Yeah. The thing is, even if, without being rude, even if I couldn't afford it, it would make me want to afford it. Let me put it that way, because it's presented really well, and there's nothing that, and you feel at ease. You feel if you've sat there, you're not being pressurised at all. It's a two-way conversation, and it's
Just a chat.
it's really, that's how it should be, because it just makes you just feel you can trust the person you're talking to. Honesty as well, which is lovely, and it was great.
It's a fantastic relationship.
Too kind. And tell me,
That's the truth. I mean,
we don't give compliments lightly.
no.
Luke Maroney, Girls Gone Wild.
Especially after the shot. The hospitality is brilliant.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
fantastic.
Second to none.
Lisa says, welcome ladies to Australia. Guys, try and stand in a bit closer. The sound isn't great.
Okay.
We're struggling a little bit. We forgot the tripod.
oh,
Billy's got the
Billy.
tripod.
We gotta hope they set up.
And tell me, with what have you heard overseas about Billy? So, for anyone who hasn't watched the show before, Billy's been with us for a couple of years now. Started in real estate with us. Billy always talks about his granddad, by the way.
I thought he might come up in the conversation.
He features.
We haven't got.
Lives.
How come granddad's so cool?
Granddad would see the financial side, and he was into international merchant banking and finance all his life, and he's just got the same kind of outlook that he's encouraged Billy to have. And Billy's like that, a work ethic, which is so fantastic that that Billy's runs alongside him. Really,
We see eye to eye on most things apart from fancy socks and brown shoes.
and trousers that are 2 inches too short.
Yeah.
What does it say about brown shoes?
Brown shoes, no to brown shoes.
I love brown shoes. They look lovely yesterday.
I think I really like Granddad even more.
Yeah, well, he'll come and visit. We'll persuade him to come into Novak and buy something in Manly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Overlooking the estuary.
We got to visit. Now, before we go, tell us when you when you get back to the UK, what's the most memorable thing about our northern beaches that you're going to tell people when you go over there? What would you say would be, when you go back, you go, oh, look, you got to go to this place, or you got to go there. You can't say Novak Properties. Is it would it be like the beach, or would it be like go for a walk, or what would be the thing that you're going to go back and tell your buddies about?
The weather, having my sister here, and your office.
And the hospitality, definitely, and the beach. Oh, the beach as well. They just sell themselves, don't they? They don't need to be, talked into that. We watched yesterday. It's like, you live in a place like this. Wonderful.
So you just it's eye candy, and the people that just make you feel comfy.
It is, yes, all of that. It does make you feel comfy, welcomed, comfy. And of course, it's the outdoor way of life that we all crave in the UK, but we don't get it very often.
Makes such a difference. And the stress levels, I can imagine, and the mental health side of it, without getting too deep, it just would dissipate, I think, because you just feel so much happier when you walk out there, just the warmth of the people.
The
outside.
outside.
It just encapsulates the whole thing.
Isn't that amazing? Because you sort of, I guess, being from Sydney and being from the beaches, you sort of do take it for granted a little bit, hey?
Yeah, we're very lucky.
But I think anybody does where
We
they
do
live.
that with all walks of life, though, don't we? It's not till you step back or you see something completely different that you then realise.
Opens up your eyes, and there is a world out there. It's wonderful.
And so why don't you move to Sydney?
It's never too late.
Never too late. No,
You can have horses here. We haven't shown. So Karen loves horses. We haven't shown her Ingleside yet, but I think that's going to be a stop on the list.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
There really is something for everyone on the beaches, isn't there? You've got that sort of horsey area. You've got that beach area. You've certainly got a lot of different aspects of the bay. And then you've got the city you can commute into for work.
City life is still there.
Yeah, if you want it. Yeah.
If you want it, or you can break away.
Yeah.
Go live on Scotland Island.
That's right. Has Billy put you on a Beeline bus?
No, that's the next experience we're having.
And a Manly ferry.
Yes,
definitely.
that would do that.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. That's after our aqua aerobics class today. So we'll get that ticked off the list, and then we can go and have a bit of fun.
All you lovely fit people, put us to shame. I mean, it's just we've decided we're going
Always
to
got your
try
tans and
take
great
off our
figures.
thermal. Our thermals.
Are we chubbier in Sydney than in the UK?
No.
No.
There's the odd few, but no. I have to say you're so fit. I have to keep putting my glasses on.
The tans and it's just
Well, it's just you see it in people's faces, don't you? You've got everything. You've got the warmth, the weather, the food, which caters for everybody. I mean, that incredible.
And we really well. That's really
eye opener.
I feel spoilt on the northern beaches of Sydney now that you've gone through all that.
I know. Well, you should.
You
You
should.
should feel spoiled. Don't take it for granted.
It is true, hey. It is true. It is a great country, and I think that anytime that you see those lists on, desirable places to live or top places to live, sort of worldwide, Sydney's normally up there. Sydney's normally up there in the
Oh,
top
yes,
sort
yes.
of 5 or 10.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And price-wise, of course. Used to always be Tokyo. Now you guys are taking over with price rises, and I mean, it's expensive at home in the UK as well. But certain parts of
Are you-
Sydney,
Surprised what you get for your money here,
very,
real estate wise,
very.
Oh wow.
comparing something like an apartment to a house back home,
Yes.
same cost.
Yeah, definitely. Big difference.
Sorry, just out highlight that you think it's expensive here or cheaper.
More expensive, but certain parts. You've got Freshwater, you've got Manly, those kind of areas. But then you're so close to the cities.
You've got
So,
everything else that goes in with that price, haven't you? You know, you may pay more, but you get more in other ways back with the weather,
Yeah, with
the
fantastic
opportunities,
location.
locations, everything. So, whereas
so we're going to save up.
I'm going to apply for a
You're going to
job.
be saving. What about living costs, like in a restaurant or living costs and stuff like that? Have you noticed
It's not-
cars or?
Calories cover the living costs.
Yes, definitely.
I don't think that's so much of a problem. It's the real estate.
Getting a property.
It's a bit pricey.
But then it's worth it. You're buying into
You're
the
getting-
area that you want.
Yes.
What a beautiful comparison to have today, and thanks for visiting.
But we're staying.
We'll be on again same time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's great to see it through your glasses. Where we live in Sydney on the northern beaches, and yeah, thanks so much for coming on. It was you guys blasted into the office, and it was like a ball of happiness. So we had to bring you on this morning.
That's
Oh,
very
no,
kind. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting
Thank
me.
you for
It's
having us.
experience.
Yeah.
Which won't be forgotten.
Their first morning minutes, hopefully not the last.
I hope
Oh,
not.
we'll do one before we leave.
Absolutely. And Billy, you got any outro?
No, this is one of my favourite morning minutes. There's not very often I can have a cup of tea on the job, so that's been a bonus. And from the comfort of home.
Yeah.
I reckon you're putting on the accent a little bit as well today.
I'm nervous, Mark. They'll disown me.
I can't do an Australian one.
That's it. They can't put the Aussie one on.
No, they won't know.
Got to make them feel at
Do
home.
this. That's it. You sound less Australian today. Good on ya.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Cheers.
Good day, mate.
Good day, Bruce.
G'day, mate. G'day.
Sorry.
Chrissy, Karen, thank you so much, and enjoy our lovely Sydney.
Oh, we will.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
And hope you like us ponds a little bit better as well. We're not quite so
We do.
stuffy.
We love our ponds in Sydney. I think it's probably have to be our number one import. I reckon would be the ponds coming in. It's good. Thank God. It's a beautiful place because of you guys.
Yeah.
Pinky up for your tea.
Yeah.
Cheers.
See you guys. All right, take care. Thanks for coming on,
You
huh?
will.
See ya. Bye.
Okay.